What's going on, everyone? This is mining, and this is 48 hours after I completed the build. 48 hours of stability on this 5 GPU rig. Each of these are the Zotac GTX 1060 minis with the 6 gigabytes of memory on them. And so I got these over the Labor Day sale for $259.99, no shipping charge. And right now they're mining at $5.76. So you can see here that they're mining Ether and also Decred as well. So that's what NiceHash has them mining. So this is somewhat of a cautionary tale, because when I first put together this rig just on 2.5 days ago, I hooked these up, and these 5 were mining at $6.80, and I tweaked them. I had got the I was running at 105% power. I think I had the core clock up to 120 and the memory clock up to 700 when I started to have. Well, what happened was Windows has this obnoxious thing where it starts to just shut down the GPU, and you get these warning messages, and even after you shut everything down, if the warning messages still occur. So I had to basically reinstall Windows at that point. I have a very mild overclock on these. These actually have the good memory. So there's 2 types of good memory, Micron and Samsung, and each of these came with the Micron memory, and there's no way for you to actually tell what kind of memory you get, but the memory that you want to avoid is the Hynix. So I lucked out, all 5 of these Micron, and they should be able to overclock very, very high. But what I'm going for also is stability here. And as Bits Be Trippin' said, that once you get your rig stable and it's mining, just leave it alone. That's kind of what I've been doing. But I want to go back to just 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, these cards, my goal was to get these cards up to mining $7 a day. And things have been awful the past 3 days in terms of just the market for altcoins. Actually, the past week and a half, just things have been just plummeting. So this mining rig, which was going at $7, almost $7 a day, that's $1.40 a card, which is amazing. That's a 185-day turnaround. Now they're going at $5.75, so $1 and less than $1.20 each card they're mining at. So this is really a cautionary tale, because if you're deciding to get into mining now, you have to be aware that there's going to be days like this. When I started mining, my GTX 1080 Ti's were mining at $7 a day. I only had a couple of them back then, but now I'm lucky to be getting $2.25 or $2.30. So if you're looking to get into this, just be careful. Maybe mining's not the way to go at this point. With the prices the way they are, maybe you want to speculate and buy up the currents, buy up some altcoins and hope that things pop or turn around. But this could be the new normal. It was actually worse than this back in August. But just a week and a half ago, when Bitcoin was approaching the $5,000 mark, you had, my 1080 Ti's were mining at $4, almost $5 a day, each of them. So hopefully this is just a downturn, but who knows? So if you're thinking about getting into this, just some caution. You have no idea what the market's going to be like, how much these are actually going to mine. There's so many variables too. I mean, when the new cards come out, Vega 2, it's talking about 32 gigabytes of memory on each of these, and that's just gonna, and who knows what that's gonna do to these cards. Not to mention just the uncertainty with this. What I would say is, when I started, I had some things going for me. Oh, well, you take a look at this, this mouse that I have. It's ancient, but I have all these mouses, keyboards, monitors, a couple power supplies to start off, and that's free. So that gives you a huge edge because you have to buy all these things. And it just adds to the amount of time it's going to take for you to pay back or earn money on these things. So right now I'm hoping everything turns around, but if it doesn't, that's not a big deal for me. I kind of set a cap on how much I wanted to spend on this, and I did well when things were first happening. PNY, that was a $50 SSD, 120 gigabytes. But all this stuff costs money, and really I just want to caution everyone who's thinking about jumping into this that maybe with the way prices are now, maybe you want to speculate. Maybe you want to go on to, if things do crash, maybe going on eBay and picking up graphics cards for cheap. I mean, if things do collapse, you're going to have people dumping their graphics cards, and that's an opportunity. There's always opportunity in times of crisis and times of failure. And one of the reasons why I invested so much in the 1080 Ti's is because I felt, and who knows if I'm going to be right, but I felt that even if the market crashed, those 1080 Ti's are going to be worth something. They're the top of the line, at least in gaming. And right now I could sell all my 1080 Ti's for over what I bought them for. I think the average buying price that I got them for was about $704. I picked up a bunch for $699, and new ones I got were $720. You take into account the 1.5% credit that you get on credit cards, but yeah, who knows what the future is going to hold, and who knows whether or not jumping in now is going to be the smartest decision financially, because it's a lot of money at stake. This rig, each of these GPUs, $259, $259.99 times 5, you're looking at well over $1,000. Thankfully I have free monitor, free keyboard, free mouse, even though this one's ancient, but you know, this SSD costs money. This rig costs $30 in lumber in wood to build, and time out of my day, which I love doing this. I love actually building things by hand, getting a sense of enjoyment of a completed project. I mean, it might not be the most beautiful rig, but it's something that you put together by hand, and that just gives me enjoyment. In terms of whether or not this is going to hold up, this investment, that's, I guess, another video that we can talk about. But for now, this is my 5 GPU 1060 6 gigabyte mining rig, and what I plan to do is I plan to buy 2 more cards to fill out the rack. I'm going to be hunting eBay for some used Zotac minis, and I'll call it a day on this mining build. Alright, thanks for watching, hope you enjoy.